Is there one up there?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I remember that. And I said, but it's not even due. I paid, she said, that's our policy. She said, we won't give it
Won't
back.
refund it.
And one more minute. It's warm in here.
It's usually hot, but
Sometimes it's cold, but it's not bad. Okay, it's time to start the Plan Commission meeting. We'd like to welcome everyone. First item of business, we'll approval of the minutes from April the 7th. Does everyone have a chance to look over those? Or any additions or corrections?
motion to approve them is read.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Okay, we have a second, okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Motion carries, okay. Now we'll move right into the next item for business. And this is a final plat on the Shells Ford Road property. Michael, you want to kind of tell us a little more about that? This is out of the city, but it's still under the regulation.
Go ahead, I get it. Let's see.
So this is for asking for final approval now. Y'all saw this, I think, a couple months ago
Sure.
for preliminary. We did reconfigure lots 2 and 6 there on the plat just a little bit due to soils. We've actually already got what was lot 1 with the house approved. It's already sold in the meantime. I got a contract out on that and closed on that. So we're actually just looking at 2 through 9 now. Met with the highway department, superintendent. We adjusted the access for 6 right there just a little bit for side issues coming in there at the intersection. And he wanted it more on Sunset Point, so we've got a little bit of an angle right there as opposed to it was just a straight shot before.
Okay,
We don't have TDEC signature, but I've been told verbally that those are okay. They're just waiting on, getting signature and everything on that. That's something I can think of. If y'all have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Sean, you have any comments on this?
So it meets all the subdivision regulations. I recommend approval with the contingency that we just get confirmation of signature from TDEC on that,
Yeah,
on site or wastewater.
okay. Is anyone here to comment on this? Anyway, okay. Okay, board members, you've seen the plat, you're familiar with it. There's, of course, like I said, no sewer there, but it's subject to health department's signing off on it.
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve, we have a
Second.
second, okay. Andrew will call for a roll call vote.
Ben did the first, and who did the second? I'm sorry. Rob, thank you. Jim Brock,
Aye.
Rod Chastain,
Aye.
Ben Myers,
Aye.
Jason Nunley,
Aye.
Michael Weeder.
Okay, motion carries. We want these back. Need those. Okay, Sean, we're ready for the zoning amendment changes.
Yes, so with this, we've always had it set up in the zoning code where no outdoor storage is permitted. That's in all zone districts except for industrial, which does allow it if it's behind a screen fence. I think it's pretty clear that the intent of it was that you don't have junk stored outside, you don't have items of that. If we're going off the true definition, then any shed place that's selling sheds, that's all outdoor storage. Lulls or tractors, or that, is kind of going against that. And so what this amendment is clarifying that junk shall not be stored outside and then defining what junk is. So that way it's just more clear exactly what we're trying to prohibit with that statement within the zoning code.
Okay, so back many, many years ago, Jim will be more familiar with this. We did have a problem with outside storage. They was taking real advantage of it. And tires was one thing then, it was with mosquitoes and things like that, was a big problem.
And so all that falls well within to the definition of junk, and so all that would be prohibited storage. So, like I said, it's a pretty long definition, but list out pretty much everything that could be considered that to prohibit that from
Yeah.
occurring.
Well, some places like Tractor Supply, they have to store outside.
Yes, exactly, and so we don't want to say that you can't have that.
Yeah.
We won't want to get to the true intent of what was meant with that, and then prohibit the stuff we don't want.
So in this regard, I know this instance that was on social media about the store that was in Mount Leo, and I've had some inquiries made to me about where the Westwood Market is, and there's a property right next to it that has a whole bunch of dilapidated vehicles and things like that have been sitting there for years. And I've asked if anything was gonna be done about that property, because it's in the same vein as what was in Mount Leo.
That would be in violation, wouldn't it, Sean?
We're looking at, and so with that, I think you're talking about where all the semi trucks are parked and
Yeah.
all that, yeah. So that's zoned industrial. We've been working with the owner to get a lot of that cleaned up. A trucking terminal is a permitted use there. And so as far as the trucks, it can be, we've been getting with them to get all the rest of it cleaned up.
Okay.
So we're trying to get it within reason that's still, some of it's still allowed in the zoning district, whereas the Mount Leo area was not.
I got you.
And so that's kind of the issue there, but we're working with them to get a lot of that cleaned up.
Okay.
So would this zoning change apply to industrial or not industrial?
No, so this is everything but industrial. Industrial allows it if it's behind a screened fence.
Okay.
This has it that any area outside of that the fence doesn't negate the violation. So like down there off of Beersheba, that one, a lot of it was behind the fence, but that still doesn't negate that what's being stored there is not.
Yeah, junk, still junk,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Junk is junk, whether it's behind the fence or not, so. And with the industrial, it pretty much allows stuff related to the use that's happening. And so if it gets real junky, then we can still address it with that, so.
This just give you a little more control over.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see where it's needed.
I said, just defines a little better what we're trying to truly prohibit.
Do we have any more comments? Do we need a motion to approve this?
Yeah, to recommend to the board, yep.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Andrew, you want to do the roll call on this, please?
Jim Brock, Rod Chastain,
Aye.
Ben Myers,
Aye.
Jason Nunley,
Aye.
Michael Reeder.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. That's very good. Okay, do we have any updates?
So I am currently working on kind of a big rewrite of the zoning code. A big part of it's going to be formatting. I'm hoping to get that, just kind of go over at the next meeting, just to show you. We're going to a lot of tables, charts, graphs, that type of stuff, where it's a little bit easier to understand, showing what we're talking about when we're saying front yard, side yard, setbacks, parking areas, all that type of stuff. So there'll be a lot more examples. It'll also be formatted with hyperlinks within it. So it'll have a table of contents. You can click that, go to the zoning districts, have the uses, go to definitions. You'll be able to go back and forth within the document with much more ease, where they're scrolling up and scrolling down and all of that to try to figure it all out.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything?
I got one question, like
Okay.
I own a property on Winding Way. Now, what is, when somebody builds a building, how close can they build from the back property line?
It depends on the zone district.
Okay, like on Winding Way, right there at the Rock Church.
I think that's R2.
R2.
I'd have to look, I'm thinking it's like 35 feet or 40 feet. Each zone district's a little different. R1's 50, you got different ones on the rear.
Okay, because somebody like, with my property line, they built like 5 foot off the property line. And I was just wondering if that was.
What's built there? Because accessory structures, we allow for
some
only
kind
a
of
5-foot
Like a
setback.
shed?
Yeah,
like
so accessory structures have a smaller setback on that
Okay.
than the primary.
Okay.
So pretty much all the zone districts is 5 foot from rear and side
Okay.
property lines.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We have anything else from any board member? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Have a motion, do we have a second? Second. Second, okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are adjourned.